Hi there guys, my name's John from ActiveJR.com, and in this video I'm taking you through a review of the Vivofit 4. Now the Vivofit 4 is part of the Vivo range. Now it's Garmin's entry-level fitness tracker. I've been using it for about a month now, putting it through its paces. So if you continue to watch this video, I'll take you through whether this is the right fitness tracker for you and what type of person this should be aimed at. Also, if you're thinking about buying one of these, check out the description below. There is some links to Amazon, which have got some great prices at the moment. So check those out. It really helps ActiveJR to continue to make these videos. So thanks very much. Let's get straight into the video. So starting with the design of the Vivofit 4, it's made of a silicon material, and that's both for the band and the outer casing of the fitness tracker. Now it looks like a Vivo Smart 3 or a Vivo Sport. Now in terms of the screen material is made of an acrylic material, and it's a color display. Now it's not the biggest screen and it's not the clearest screen. However, for everyday use, it's pretty clear to see that screen, and I had no problems looking at it. Now the band itself on the Vivofit 4 is a buckle style band with a metal buckle. Now this goes on like any other watch, and I found it really comfortable to wear. Now turning it around to the back, on the back you've got no optical HR sensor. Now turning it back round, the navigation is done by this one button. So if you're used to using multiple buttons with a fitness tracker, then this may seem a bit alien. However, when I was testing it, I had to bear in mind that this fitness tracker is aimed at somebody that's probably never used a fitness tracker before. And actually, when you bear that in mind and when you're using it, you get used to using the one button. So the one press of the button takes you through the various different menus, and you've got two layers of menus. If you want to get to the second layer of menu, it's a simple long press. Sync the device, the sports tracking, and a couple of other features. Now the Vivofit 4 is also waterproof, so you can use it in the pool and in the shower. Now just bear in mind, it hasn't got swimming tracking, so whilst you can use it in the pool, it won't track your activity. Now it's safe to know that you can still use it around water. Now in terms of wearability, I found it really comfortable to wear, able to wear it for long periods of time, and also to wear it overnight because it does have sleep tracking. So overall a really good but basic design, and something that you can wear quite a lot. Okay, so moving on to the features. First of all, one of the impressive features it's got with it is a 1-year battery life. That means you've got no charger that comes with the device. It's simply got two batteries that can be replaced by the user. Now one of the cool features, you can also change the colors and some of the graphics on the display. Now this can all be done in the Garmin Connect app, and that's pretty useful to someone that might want to change something. However, it is pretty basic. It's also got my Find My Phone, and when I was testing it, it would last to about 10 meters before it would lose signal, and then you weren't able to activate the Find My Phone feature. It's also got Garmin's Move IQ technology, which basically means if you forget to start an activity and your device detects that you are running or walking, it will then automatically log that in Garmin Connect and also log it on the device. But one of the other features it's got what's called toe-to-toe. Now this is a feature that Garmin have brought to try and get families to be more active. What you do here is you challenge family members that are using either a Vivofit 4 or one of the Vivofit Junior 2s to a step challenge. So you can set that up in the device, and you can challenge family members that you're connected with. And I think this is a great feature to get families to be more active and do more steps, and just generally be more healthy. Now it'd be great to see Garmin bring this to other devices, especially higher end devices for people, and it certainly in my opinion will drive sale of Garmin products. But it's no different to say step challenges you find with the Fitbits. Talk about some of the things it doesn't have. It doesn't have an optical HR sensor, I've already mentioned, and it doesn't have built-in GPS. So if you're wanting a device with optical HR or built-in GPS, you may be best going for something else. Now moving on to the activity tracking and fitness. So starting with the activity tracking, it tracks things like steps, calories burned, distance travel, intensity minutes. It also tracks sleep. Now in terms of the step tracking, I found it pretty accurate comparing to my normal daily wearable, which is a Garmin Fenix 5X, and also the distance traveled was also pretty accurate as well. Now in terms of the calories burned and the intensity minutes, unless it actually logged an activity, that was either through me activating the sports tracking or through Move IQ, the intensity minutes would be sometimes out, comparing that to the Fenix 5X. Now this, I believe, is down to the fact it has no optical HR sensor to detect when your heart rate goes above a certain limit, that automatically starts tracking when you're in an intense activity. The Vivofit 4 also includes the move bar, which alerts you to move if you've not moved or been stationary for a period of time. Now this still works really well, however, because it doesn't have any built-in motors to vibrate, you sometimes miss the notification, and then you would then miss that move goal for that particular hour. Now in terms of sports tracking, I've already mentioned it doesn't do swimming. It also doesn't do cycling or cardio activities such as gym workouts or fitness classes. The only sports activities it does do is running and walking. Now I did test it for a couple of runs and a couple of walking, especially because it's not got GPS. I was very interested to see how well it performed. Now look at these two comparisons. This is the Vivofit 4 and the Fenix 5, and you can see the distances are pretty accurate, and you also look at the pace as well, and the pace is also pretty accurate as well. Now one of the things I found that was out was the calories burned. Now this again I believe is down to the optical HR sensor. Now the other thing the Vivofit 4 doesn't have is elevation data, and this again is down to no built-in GPS. But overall I was pretty impressed with the tracking when it comes to running and walking, and it's certainly something, if someone wants a basic fitness tracker to track their everyday activities, it'll work really well. Now when you're out running, there's one complaint I did have, is the screen's a little bit too small to sometimes see that data, especially if you're moving at pace, and it only shows you things like distance, steps and time. It doesn't show you pace, so if you are a runner and you're looking for something that you want to track running activities, then this is probably not going to be a device that's going to be suitable to you, and maybe you should go with a Vivo Sport or a Vivo Smart or a Fitbit or even a Vivo Active 3. Now in terms of sleep tracking, I did use it for a couple of overnight sleep, and it did roughly get when I fell asleep and also when I woke up. However, I was still very dubious because it doesn't have an optical HR sensor. So other fitness trackers have optical HR that have sleep tracking. It uses the HR sensor to detect your sleep patterns and how you're doing. With the Vivofit 4, because it doesn't have one, I'm not sure how much relevance the sleep tracking has in this particular device. Now moving on to the app and smart features. Now first of all, it doesn't have any smart features, so it doesn't have call or text alerts. So if you're wanting a device that does that, then this is certainly not the device for you. It does however use Garmin Connect and Garmin Connect Mobile. Now you need Garmin Connect Mobile to connect to the device. Setup is pretty easy and pretty good, pretty standard with a Garmin device nowadays. But also as well, the app will give you a load of data. Now you can also do customization in the app as well to change the screen and change some of the settings. Overall, it's pretty basic, but it will still get you there. So talking about the pros and cons. Now first of all, it's got an impressive 1-year battery life. Whilst I didn't get a chance to fully test this because I've only had it for about a month, it's still pretty impressive, and you also don't need a charger. One of the pros, I think it's got a great price to it as well. Good basic fitness tracker with enough features to satisfy someone that's looking to start out in tracking their activity. And also, despite no GPS, it's still got pretty good tracking for activity and also for distance. Now some of the things that I didn't like: it's got no GPS or HR sensor. Now, I think Garmin could have sneaked an HR sensor in this, and it would have compromised battery life a little bit, but it certainly would have added some features, and some of the things like calories probably would have been improved by doing this. Now, the design and band is basic. However, I don't think it's the type of device that someone's going to want as a fashion accessory. It's waterproof, it's got no swimming activities, and it also doesn't track cycling, and it also doesn't track cardio. So the sports tracking is pretty basic. So my verdict on this device, I think this device is aimed at someone that is wanting to track their activities, wanting to improve their health and lifestyle, but doesn't necessarily want something that is complicated and has got loads of features. So if you're looking for that type of thing, this is a great device for you. However, if you are someone that regularly goes to the gym, or you regularly go to fitness classes or things like boot camp, then you're not going to be able to track those types of activities because it doesn't have an HR sensor. But also as well, you're probably going to want something like the Vivo Sport or the Vivo Smart 3 or even a Fitbit in order to improve your overall health. So If you're looking for a basic fitness tracker and you're looking for something to track your basic activities and some basic sports like running and walking, this is a great choice for you, and I certainly would recommend it. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you've liked it, please give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel, it's really appreciated. And as I've already said, check out ActiveJR.com for more information on wearables, fitness tech and smart home. Thanks very much, and I'll speak to you all soon.